fucking horrible. I'm gonna stop this. We know it.
We all do. Come on. That's kind of part of being like I got my little feet up there in Ohio. It's like my social child. I used to do tricks. And I didn't even see him for years. It isn't true. Hell yeah. Yeah, no, he's not bullshit.
Who you are for what you do.
Fams, we're alive.
She was scared while she was looking at the TV. In her high heels.
That's because my phone rings and I don't.
Is anyone else bringing instruments?
I don't know. I'm hoping that Ron comes to race the car, but you might be more guitar.
Is what it is.
You're probably a little angry.
Oh, you're live?
No, I never. Oh, geez. I came in
a little quiet right now, so.
Angelica finally said stupid. Finally. Finally.
For Assange. Jackson Hinkle's not here yet.
I live in a little valley. Never fucking go off. They didn't use around. Literal work. The dogs start howling. I still see water. I will not give you $1,000. Oh yeah, no, I'm in anyway. Oh yeah, yeah, no, I heard something I wanted to share first. No, I may go to the work.
Oh, did I tell you I got to
That's what it's about, yeah.
Yeah, and
Don't say more than half. Shut it.
We made some vegan burgers. We got Mikey.
Jonny Sue.
Hey.
What is up,
How
man?
you doing?
All right.
You gonna play some tunes?
Oh yeah.
I don't know if we'll record this video. I'll grab it after.
So you crying?
No, I'm not crying at all. Nothing to cry about. Well, I'm gonna be moving stuff around, so.
Okay. You making more stuff or not?
Yeah, I'm gonna make another round of burgers and stuff.
Another round. So here we are. We have our new poster board here.
And what it is you have to get out of there. Especially in Europe, they were always big on telling the masses.
Here at Echo Park.
Never letting them read.
Waiting for more people to arrive. Nice sunny day. Really hot.
Me either.
Steve, you want to say something?
Cool.
Oh
yeah, I probably should have
told
you I hit it a while ago. Say something. Okay, well, hey there, Johnny Buttons, and everyone out there in Internet's land. We are gathered today in Echo Park in sunny Los Angeles, California, to rally for Julian Assange, the founder and publisher of Wikileaks, who is spending his 50th birthday incarcerated, just as he spent his 49th, and just as he spent his 40th. On house arrest. This is how this all started a decade ago. The house arrest led to seeking asylum in the embassy, which led to his illegal and arbitrary detention. That continues. It is absolutely vital that people come together as a community to support free speech and to stand with Julian Assange, because the United States should never have international jurisdiction over the press. The United States should never be allowed to indict and try in a kangaroo court any journalist or publisher under the Espionage Act of 1917 or the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act. That will criminalize investigative journalism going forward. And on that point, Johnny Buttons, it is insanity that at this moment, at least that specific charge has not been removed from the superseding indictment, because the foundation of that charge is based on admitted fabricated testimony on the part of a convicted pedophile and sociopath in Sigurdur Thordarson Sigi, the little pedo fuck that admitted to falsifying all of his testimony in exchange for immunity.
And he can continue doing this shit.
And so he could continue being a sick pedo fuck on the U.S.'s dime, on the Department of Justice's dime.
That sounds about right. It sounds about right for the United States.
It really does. I want everyone to kind of like take in the crowd here so that you can all see that we have successfully pulled off another white nationalist event. All of our fellow fascist adjacent people are here, and
Red Brown Alliance.
The
Red Brown Alliance, right?
Red Brown Alliance is full
here.
effect.
I'm
Full
brown
effect.
and I got a red shirt on.
Right,
Brown.
red brown.
There we go.
Red confirmed. Glory Jones is gonna take a dump on the cake later, as we're gonna call it performance art.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna put that video behind a paywall, and it'll. So look for that on OnlyFans later.
Can I have a moment to talk about the cake?
Yes, you may, Fiorella.
Okay. So this cake is honoring Julian Assange's birthday, but Johnny said, "Hey, let's make it it's a 4th of July thing." So they put an American flag on the cake.
Got it.
So we're just gonna cross it out.
We're gonna cross out the flag because the
wanted to
United
see what they
States
were doing.
government is prosecuting Julian Assange.
Smear it around.
I wasn't expecting them to put the flag on.
Yeah,
I thought they were just
dude.
gonna put red and blue on the outside, but no, they put the flag on there.
That
So
is crazy.
So it's okay.
Where's the biggest knife we got?
Julian at the end of this. I'll fuck it up. Hi, how are you?
That's always the weird thing about
So that's what's going on. I'm gonna set the camera down for a little bit until we start speaking and stuff. So that's what we're doing.
I'm gonna take the black one.
Are you live streaming, Johnny?
We are live.
Remember I was marking with that at
Yes.
Hi everybody.
Why are you here, sir?
This is Steve Wolfram. I'm here in support of Julian Assange. I think that case should be dropped. It's ridiculous, and I love all you guys. This goes out to Truth Bomb activists. Jonny Tsunami's right here with me, and the Convo Couch. It's wonderful. We're having a wonderful day.
Yeah, it's a nice day out, right?
It's beautiful.
Did you try Pasta's burger?
It's one. I thought it was regular beef, man. That's fucking fantastic.
I know, right?
Johnny, I'm gonna fix this cake.
Okay.
But I don't go on camera normally, but what the hell?
Yeah, no, I mean,
It's such a wonderful day.
showing the support, you know.
Yeah,
so yeah,
man.
we appreciate that, fam.
Oh my gosh.
And you know, we're here. We know, when more people gather together, you know, it's more energy towards the movement.
Exactly.
Towards
You get to see people you just see on the little screen. You get to see them in person, like Lori and Steve and a bunch of people, man. So
Yeah.
it's fucking wonderful.
yeah.
I love you, brother.
Well, thank you so much, bro.
Steve Woolbrand in the house, everybody.
Steve here.
Well, but I mean, it's all. Right, but it's all
There we go. We got a good couple people. Ooh, let's go check out Glory's chalking. Did you chalk some at all or no? So here we are, Echo Park. They did, you know, supposedly clean it up and stuff. Here's Steve. How's Steve? If you didn't know, that's Steve. Glory, let's see your chalking.
And I'm seeing people reading it too. That's what's up.
Nice.
Yeah, so apologies because my handwriting is shite, but it's legible.
Okay, so we start over here, right?
Yeah, because people like come over the bridge
Yeah.
and then,
Oh, well, I'm gonna go up that way because. Why? Okay.
I mean, it starts there. Like, I don't have all day.
I don't have all day. It says we are all Assange. Don't criminalize journalism. Free Assange. Free the truth. WikiLeaks exposed torture and U.S. war crimes. Thank you, Julian Assange. So, Echo Park has a lot of people that come in and walk the park. And so a lot of people are going to see that. And a lot of people are going to see our little picnic here. So even from afar, you can see that sign. Some people put some signs on the fence. I wonder if they got more zip ties, because we can do that too with ours, with our 8-footer, the 8-foot one. I wonder, do you know who put those up? Do you know who put those up?
we did using the like little. But I can find something to tie it.
Yeah, because I didn't get a chance to grab any rope or anything like that.
Yeah.
All right, feel free to do any finishing touches.
There you go.
Oh, wait.
So there you go.
Fuck that flag.
Hold on.
Oh, she brought the Guy Fawkes mask.
Just don't mess up the letter.
Oh, you could set the mask up there. Boom. It
Oh,
would get a little messy, but it would wash up.
Oh, no, that's
Who cares?
this thing's never been washed.
Do you have any alcohol? Well, in that
Like
case.
everywhere. Free Assange, don't let the war paint come in. I love that.
Jobs that were available. Like in Florida, they're having a huge problem with it.
that's what happened to the flag. So it's a nice sunny day here, Echo Park. You could have been here, but you're here in spirit, and that's what matters.
I couldn't take it.
I'm a fixer.
Post up the camera right here for a second. We got some things here for our banner. I'm going to show you our banner. And then we'll be right back.
Oh, my shadow.
Where's the gap?
There's a discount.
Hey, I'm gonna make a couple burgers now. Do you want one? You want a burger? A couple now. Everybody else wants it. Pretty much. Melissa, Ungie, the only two I have right now. Everybody else, I feel like
We're gonna make a fucking shank out of a plastic fucking fork. We're gonna talk about this.
Yes! Yes! Thank you.
So that's my take on
That's okay. You keep Bill Gates' meat out of my mouth. Dude.
I'll keep it together. I like the idea. If I want to be welcome in my mouth sometime.
Oh my god, am I interrupting something?
No!
No, it's kind of it's funny because we came down in April.
Right, that's
So we made a whole big deal out of
from a solar panel.
so he could say that.
This incredible battery system.
Now that we've gated this up,
It's like a whole process right now.
No, this one is like modular. You can have installed solar, you can charge your phone, you can charge your car, and you can hook the batteries up and get like a house.
No, but it's on the Convo Couch stream, so I can take
I'm
it.
going up
That looks way better, okay?
They're expensive, yeah, but the bottom line is that
and it's website, but it's like a whole bunch of different I'm gonna guess more along the like right-leaning libertarian side of it, but there's a bunch of like hippie-ass instructions kind of thing, so it's a little confusing all around. I think it's supposed to be, which is great. I love that shit. But like UFO people are gonna be like Clyde Lewis is gonna be speaking there, and
Oh, that's better.
I don't know. Put me on the guest list because it's just a good event. Like only content creators or streamers are allowed to whatever you want to No, UFO guy.
Who's got a button that can go right there?
Dave Weiss, I think, is the louder. Dave Weiss, sorry, Dave Weiss.
Yeah. For the completion of the attack. We have water to push it on. Yes, you are a team player.
We have a lot of time to talk.
Yeah, I know. That's why I want to see.
No, wait. As soon as if anybody
Oh my god, no, I don't even have a picture of me and my girl. Like, it's fucking bad.
I got one flat.
Yeah.
Right, no, I would have to like,
Yeah, the cake looks
That's
I
perfect.
would have to like go and fucking grab a screenshot.
After you see the
So, like, you accidentally got copy and
I'm trying to make it.
Hey, look!
Okay. I'm trying to make a clover.
All the hard work done by this.
Wow, this has gotten good now.
Y'all, we need to move this on short.
What are you doing, like a bow?
I'm trying to make a clover.
Okay. Oh, I know how to make a bow. I know how to make a bow.
On the way for me, I'm coming. But no, I think I'm good.
We're at Echo Park again. Nice sunny hot day. We are here.
Got a clover!
Hey, good job. I love it.
And we are awaiting for the events to begin. We're waiting for more people to
Clovers
come.
for her son.
Santa Cruz County. I'm up in the
What?
there, and I'm getting ready to move.
I made a clover. Clovers for her son.
Southern Humboldt County. I got a buddy who has like 8. He's giving me 5 if I can just be in his building for a couple of years.
I don't know. Anything else to add? I love the
Cake update. Number 3. Now a clover.
Hold on. Shade it to see. Yes.
That makes sense.
It makes it better.
Okay, wait, yeah.
Wait, hold on.
I've got the canopy.
Had a nice American flag on there.
Awesome. Look what we've done. Now we have art. Art for Assange.
That's the updated cake. It is Julian Assange's birthday. It is July 3rd. How's it going? Put in that. Julian Assange.
You don't know about Julian Assange? Oh, okay. So Julian Assange, he's a political prisoner. And right now he's in Belmarsh prison in the UK because he exposed US war crimes. He, I don't know if you've seen the video of collateral damage. There's helicopters and they were like military and they were shooting people and they were laughing about it. He exposed what the United States did as far as the torture. And when? That was way back like in 2000. A while ago.
So he's been locked up since then?
He's been locked up for almost over a decade, I think. Yeah.
It's been over 13 years.
And he's been like moved from prison to prison?
Right, so he was actually under, he was getting protection from the Ecuadorian government. And then there was a change in the presidency, and the new president pretty much gave him up to the United States government, and then they extradited him from the Ecuadorian embassy to Belmarsh prison, and now he's awaiting extradition to the United States.
What citizenship is he?
He's Australian.
He's Australian. So the United States is demanding international jurisdiction over the press, and we're journalists, so we care about press freedoms, and we're also like, just in general, I think everybody should care about Julian because they're starting to go after people. They're starting to call everybody an extremist. Yeah, and like
could be next.
Yeah, well,
We're not as high profile.
anybody that's anti-establishment or anti-government. So no matter what you believe politically, this issue affects everybody.
There's someone else.
Is this a group of,
Or does it just
is this a
look
group
like
of
him?
journalists?
Huh?
Is this a group of journalists?
Some of us are. Some of us are just citizen journalists. Some of us are just, advocates and activists. You have a group of Assange activists right here. They're over there. They're going to start actually going to the corner and chanting about him.
Thanks for the food.
All right.
Of course. Thank you for coming.
Hello.
Yeah.
I'm Garrett.
Garrett. Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
Fiorella.
Fiorella. Nice.
And
What's
this
your
is
name?
Glory.
Jonathan.
She's a great Assange activist.
Gloria?
Glory.
Glory.
Glory. I like your mask. Is that the bird?
Thank you.
Or no, it's the...
Y'all know I'm
Guy
always
Fawkes.
rapping at these.
Anything's free to take, and then, except for the cake. We're waiting to do the cake.
Yeah. But I don't know when I'm going to do that.
So that was cool. Remember I told you that they did some on the plane.
I disagree, but that's okay. And that's why you're supposed to have a fucking conversation, right? Not, hey, you fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
Right wing, pseudo, JC, cock, fuck. It's offensive. Again, there's so much of that maybe it's just online, but that's changed.
Yeah.
And the engineers know what they're doing, dude.
How come our parents used to be able to do that, yet these kids can't do that nowadays? No offense to the young kids, but...
I don't even realize, there's some that are rocking, right? But, it's like, yeah, exactly. I don't even really thought about online with a lot of my friends, but now...
Chefing it up.
Johnny. What? All right, you know what, chat? We're gonna involve the chat in this. Okay, guys. So I'm about to go to the street corner and yell at people. White megaphone. White megaphone or black megaphone or white megaphone or black megaphone. This one is louder but I'm wondering if we'll want to save it for speeches because I'm loud enough to get the job done with the black boy. Yeah. What's chat saying?
Chat has no idea.
Alright, I'm gonna go to the YouTube chat myself and see what they're saying.
Of course. The Dresden.
Prop says black. I'm hearing black.
Most of my family's still a property. I was like, they don't make the connection. Like, it's just
This is important. Yeah. Yeah. We got
I'm hearing. Okay, I think I'm hearing more black.
Blue is the best when you know just when yellow's brick, bro. Yeah, I started telling you.
their whole line.
All right, we'll do black one day.
I'm telling you. I'm slowly because I didn't get any rope. I'm flying all the time to hang up our 8-foot banner over there. I'm just thinking between those trees or something.
Yeah, we told you Andrew
Who can climb a tree anyways? I can't climb a tree.
All right,
Usually there's tree climbers. Usually there's one person in a group that can climb trees or something.
but I'm not trying to climb a tree.
You're doing that. Have a big
When it comes to the hotel on Monday about 2, my niece and her girlfriend are coming to town from Florida, and
I like that.
Well, I mean, I don't know who, but should I make the announcement on the bullhorn?
You guys want to help Glory out?
Okay, y'all, I'm going out to that street corner right there, and I'm yelling at people. Y'all feel free to keep eating, have a good time, talk amongst yourselves, but, yeah. That street corner right there where Glendale is where I will be. Enjoy yourselves.
Y'all want to help Glory out?
What's the name? The corner. Banner over there. Yeah, okay. Get the wrong idea.
I'll help you get it down. Glory, they're getting the banner.
The tech wizard himself.
Yes, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
What's your name?
Marcus Cage.
Marcus Cage.
Yeah.
So here we go.
Here?
This sign right there.
We're gonna move it?
Yep. You guys want to stand at the corner with Glory?
I don't really want to do that.
Oh, you don't want to do that? Let's find somebody else.
Yeah.
I'm saying if I'm helping, you can't take my co-host and make her do it.
We'll have to be out this way.
Okay.
Brother, you want to help out? You want to hold this sign?
Okay.
No, she goes, have a foot call.
Our next work. In Pulp Fiction terms. He gave up his
Well, how do you know?
How the birds?
Alternative media.
Good.
The other two events where they
Yeah, he told me there was like a fucking phalanx of pigs around.
Yeah, I guess we're following.
No, you left. Over just up here.
He's got to have more food.
on the hunt.
Pero tal vez no sabías que tienen tarifas bajas. Eso va a cambiar. Ahora puedes obtener la calidad de Allstate a un precio bajo cuando combinas tu casa y auto. Aquí hay algo más que tal vez no sabías. Un medicante te puede alargar tus expectativas.
Echo Park. Yeah, it's all fenced off because they don't want people to stay here and get the homeless encampment in here anymore. Again, the houseless residents. So they're going out to this. Okay, cool. That's smarter. That's more intelligent than me. The local street vendors. Very LA. It's a really nice day out, actually. Slight breeze.
Everyone out.
Yes, me and Dore were here last time.
Right there.
Right here. And you were yelling at them. They put a yellow no crossing.
That's a great crossing.
I think you guys could just be like, kind of take the car down. Just hold it.
30 seconds. Thank you, sir. Ooh, you hear that echo, guys? Hey, with that 15-second rental, you're in for it. 10. No.
What the hell is that, Glory?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop them, stop them, stop them. Okay, to the crosswalk. Citizens of Los Angeles! Don't you know what's going on with this empire trying to do to your rights?
Oh, free Julian, that's cool.
There's a man by the name of Julian Assange who turned 50 years old today in the Guantanamo Bay of London. We need to stand up for his rights. The U.S. is using the case of Julian Assange to try and criminalize journalism. And it's imperative that we stop this. Oh, I'm not trying to yell in your face, Johnny. How often do you share something on social media?
I think you just stand there. That's good. Yeah, I designed that. I designed that.
Corruption of multinational corporations!
up the street. All those tents up there on Sunset,
It's a farmer's market.
What is it?
It's a farmer's market.
It's a farmer's market?
Yeah.
Oh,
How many times do you share information that's exposing something adversarial to the government?
You want to go to the farmer's market?
Absolutely.
Let's go to the farmer's market.
Let's cross it.
And every time, if you were to release such information, what if you were caught and tortured under espionage? What if you had your rights taken away from you while not even being in America?
Alright, don't scream into it, boy.
Maybe you gotta like repeat. Like,
Gotta repeat? Okay.
he exposed war crimes. He's still in jail. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
13 years.
I got you. I got you. Coming up a hill.
Order of the mountains of don't like.
Shout out Team Assange in London! Hey, why is Bill Cosby out of jail but not Julian Assange who exposed U.S. war crimes?
There's too many more criminals to name. Shit.
It's just overwhelming.
You know, Mike Pompeo admitted that as a CIA director they lied, cheated, and stole. Yet it's Julian Assange who exposed those crimes that's in prison. Just saying. Today's a great day to start securing some agency. Imagine spending 2 years in the Guantanamo Bay of London for exposing war crimes. That is Julian Assange. Imagine being accused of espionage when you're not even a U.S. citizen, like Julian Assange. Imagine spending a decade locked away in an embassy. Imagine having your internet shut down, given a computer with the keys glued to the keyboard. A report you're having to freeze through winter, all because you exposed war crimes. How asinine is that? You know what sucks? Is Julian Assange's case and his jail and his detainment only dwarfs the prison sentence served by political prisoners like Leonard Peltier and Lumia. So why do we let this continue? Why do we not stand up for our political prisoners, for our freedom? Wikileaks exposed U.S. war crimes. They exposed torture in Guantanamo Bay. They exposed corruption in multinational corporations taking place in the continent of Africa. Think of how many things like that have been exposed. Los Angeles, we should know this well. What about all the things that have been exposed about LAPD and LASD? What about the sheriff's gangs? Google LASD sheriff gangs. What about LAPD's terrible, terrible practices LAPD trained journalists. No, I got a hair caught in my mouth. We see how LAPD treats journalists. We see how they treat political prisoners. We see how the prison industrial complex moves. How it's so horrible that even British judges don't want Assange to come to it. Yet, journalists here end up getting sent there. Political prisoners here end up suffering at the hands of the prison industrial complex. Activists and hacktivists. Commander X of Anonymous, who fought for homeless rights in Santa Cruz County, who helped bring about the destruction of murderous regimes across the world. You ever heard about Op Israel or Op Ferguson? That's Commander X, who helped with that. He was recently renditioned here. Why? Because it was already shown that asylum and refugee rights can be violated with the case of Julian Assange. Who else? What about the journalists here who don't even get called journalists? Because we're so convinced that the act of journalism is such an elite thing. It's not. That's what the empire wants you to think. They want us to stay silent, but we won't. That's why we're out here at the park. That's why we're trying to tell people about Julian Assange. Because we care. We want you to start securing some agency. This isn't just about one man. It's about trying to save journalism and press freedom. Try to live in solidarity for our political prisoners. I heard Bill Cosby, good point. Why the fuck is Bill Cosby free and Julian Assange isn't? Why are all these war criminals free, but Julian Assange isn't? Why is George Bush? Why is Alex Villanueva free? But not Maria, but not Leonard Peltier. We have to ask these questions and act on it. Otherwise, we risk losing everything we have, our freedom. We have to fight for it.
Why is Rumsfeld honored, but yet Mike Gravel and Daniel Ellsberg are smeared?
Why is Rumsfeld honored, but Mike Gravel and Daniel Ellsberg smeared? Why? Why? Why is it okay for a president to bring open slave markets back to Libya? But it's not okay to talk about that. We need to ask on that. You need to set your hearts ablaze, people of Los Angeles. I had to get that reference in there. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Can you explain? Because we're talking to the normies. They don't know who Julian Assange is. So explain who Julian
That's why I'm
Assange
about to explain it again once I finish this one.
Oh yeah, talk about them a little bit. Say what these assholes have done. For instance, like when you talk about Rumsfeld, let them know how he literally destroyed and ripped apart the middle of the world. And we're all dealing with the consequences of that still to this day. And they're going to be.
Rumsfeld dead, Dore still good.
There you go. Oh, that's a good chance. Rumsfeld is dead, his war still lives.
Who is Julian Assange?
Who is Julian Assange?
Who is Julian Assange?
lucky civilians in a suburb of Baghdad. That's what WikiLeaks exposed. Now, what about the criminals that want Julian to be silenced forever, that want us to be silenced forever? Donald Rumsfeld, who recently died. As my friend said, Donald Rumsfeld may be dead, but his war still lives. This guy helped tear a hole through the Middle East. This guy helped engineer the war in Iraq. One of the most devastating displays of resource wars we've seen. What about another criminal? Oh, let's go Mike Pompeo. Mike Pompeo, who's the former Secretary of State, used to be the CIA director. And he said himself that as the CIA director, they lied, cheated, and stole. Because that's exactly what they do. They overthrow governments around the world. We saw how they moved in Cuba, in Nicaragua, in Honduras, and Chile. In Congo, where they killed Patrice Lumumba for simply wanting to give back to his people. In Iran, where they overthrew their first democratically elected prime minister. What about the other war criminals who will never see justice?
There you go, Johnny.
What's the new Israeli prime minister name?
Naftali Bennett. How are you not Naftali Bennett?
I'm medical board. What's his name?
Naftali Bennett.
Naftali Bennett. Naftali Bennett, who's the new prime minister of Israel, is quoted as saying, I've killed a lot of Arabs in my lifetime, and there's no problem with that. What about the systematic starvation of Gaza? What about the fact that they restrict their water and electricity and bomb Gaza and terrify Palestinians night after night after night? And what? And who exposed a cable which helps us counteract the Israeli narrative? WikiLeaks. Thank you, Julian Assange. Julian Assange, who's the founder and editor-in-chief at WikiLeaks. He turns 50 today. 50, half a century years old. In the Guantanamo Bay of the United Kingdom. And he's only in prison because he exposed U.S. war crimes. Because in silencing Julian, they hope to silence all of us. That's why they criminalized the act of journalism in his indictment. That's why they locked him up for no reason other than bullshit bail charges. Because at the end of the day, they want to take away all our agency, and they're using a great man, a great activist, an amazing journalist, and someone who expose their crimes to do so. We have to demand transparency. We have to demand that human rights can be respected for us. Or else we risk losing it all. We're already losing it all. If the LAPD bombing that happened recently in South LA should tell you anything, it's exactly that. That we're losing our rights at the hands of an empire that's trying to maintain every single
A strategy core 2 months long was ahead of all of us. When she said it is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. And the only thing we have to lose is our change.
From Brazil to Nicaragua
It's
to
time
Venezuela,
to
all kinds
rip
of
off
places, Russia.
our
And
team.
right now he's sitting in the UK prison.
It's one of the key ways. One of the key ways we can start. And one of the key ways we can start is by securing our free press rights. By securing a inner agency to expose things that can be harmful to the government's narrative, to the empire's narrative. That's what we have to do. Set your heart to blaze, business people of Los Angeles.
Basically like yeah, well, some of the information is just like a lot of times when
Councils are going to fall out, Dore.
That's what I do.
And so
I take breaks and then come back.
you can't get with that information out because people never get
Where's that water?
For instance, like
Hey, we can go back.
Daniel Ellsberg was active duty, military.
He pretty much cleared out his whole store. So we should probably go away and let him build back up.
Information and intel. And so he wanted to leak out what was going on in Vietnam and why we shouldn't be there and what was wrong with it, the war crimes that were going on, with how we were killing innocent civilians,
They're like
murdering
listening.
babies, raping women. He wanted to tell all that information.
Google him, you Google him, you'll find out. I wonder what happens if you actually do Google Julian Assange, what comes up. You know, to the audience, it's like, if you have no idea about who Julian Assange, you just Google Julian Assange's name, like what's going to come up, right? So, that's good, that's good. So this is awesome. I don't know if y'all see this, but you see holding a sign, yelling into a megaphone, getting people curious, and
Yeah, because I saw it and I even turned around. I'm like, you know what, let me go
Good,
back.
thank you. I'm glad you came back by.
Because, you know, I've been like really late.
you know, if you're informed about it, then you can inform other people. And really, it's 2021. It's been 13 years that Julian's been in jail. We all need to do some type of action, take some type of, make more people aware about it, right? So that's what Julian's father was saying. He was like, you know, communication is important. Making just more people aware about it and stuff, you know? So more people will make aware of it, so then if they know about it, they'll have a stance on it, you know? Then they'll be informed about it, they'll have a stance about it, then there will be more people that say, yeah, free Julian Assange.
Whether it's Trump, whether it's Biden, whether it's Obama, they're sitting up there taking our children, locking them in those cages, and all that stuff like that.
Are you reading the chats?
I'm going through it right now.
It's our land. This is our land, and you put up a damn wall and then kick
Rob
everybody
Juno,
out.
what's good,
That's
Rob?
not how it works. And it's time for our people to be more forceful and say, no, this is our land. You're not going to force us around. And our voices. More and more voices, because that's how we think things.
All right, so let's start heading back, I guess.
I'm just feeling like that lady because I never have been a person that
We actually have a live one.
really like that, but
Yeah, let's wait.
sad about animals, sad about this, and that's how I'm like, I feel like I need to cultivate it.
Right.
I want us to always focus on the fun stuff, but overall, all the things that are going on with the government, there's so
I
many
appreciate
different
y'all.
areas.
I appreciate y'all.
And so
That's what I do. I come to these, I get on the megaphone, and I blow out my voice, and then I keep going, and yeah, that's
I wasn't unaware of you until the last Assange relic out here.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You can like check out.
Anyhow, I've been following along with you now too.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
And just awareness helps fight against this stuff. So that's what we're trying to push, is the awareness of what's going on, and get more people to pay attention. Know that it's more than just what's going on here. And so we have to always keep in mind all the things. Everything can be going cool for you for right now, but You never know what's going on right across the street. Like when she was talking about Naftali Bennett in the Gaza Strip right now, you literally have people who are Israelis who live on this side of the street, have people who live in Gaza, have the same medical issues, and they're dying in Gaza because they can't get treatment in Israel.
Yeah.
Those are the kind of things we got to speak out about that. And so long, so many people have gotten where, well, it doesn't affect me. Well, I don't know what I can do. Well, you got to do something. Doing nothing is unacceptable. Yeah. In this day and age, doing nothing is unacceptable. That's my standpoint. And like I said before, you don't have to necessarily know the information. Reach out to these different people. Share the information. Sharing and awareness.
Lately, I've been feeling like I want to be a little more involved
because
in
that's
things.
your,
like I don't know why,
spirit.
but maybe I'm getting older. Or whatever,
that's your spirit. That's your spirit. Well, it's because you're
yeah.
becoming more aware, and you feel. I feel it's a communal bond that you feel.
Yeah.
You feel it, and you
like
feel that shit is not
more,
right.
You know?
Something is going on wrong. It doesn't matter if you're a religious person, non-religious, Buddhist, whatever you want to be. Everybody can feel it. That shit is not right.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh,
guys.
yeah, appreciate it.
We have some burgers and
yeah,
food
we
at
have
the park
burgers
if
and
you
stuff.
want.
We're down at the
I
park.
appreciate it. Oh yeah, I actually have a catering company, so last time we had like a lot of leftover food. I just went and gave it to everybody. Everybody was really appreciative.
I will say, if you want, you can take down my information. I always try to promote local businesses too, especially black and brown businesses. So yeah, I will definitely give you a shout out on my channel.
I used to be in Santa Monica, but I had to close it because they closed everything where I was at. Yeah. So now I've just been doing like other restaurants help me use their kitchen. So that's how I've been doing.
Are you on social media at all?
No, I just have a website. Like,
well,
not social media because I'm not too big. But I know it's good. I know it's good to be on
I advise hop on Twitter. I feel like Twitter is the place where most of the politics is getting talked about and discussed.
I noticed that, especially with Trump tweeting there, right?
And especially you get on there, you'll be right in touch with all of us.
Oh my God.
And so we'll be able to get you up to speed on all this information.
You know. Okay. So what's the info?
I guess just take down my number, and you can always ask questions about it.
So this is the effects that people can have, that you can have if you go and protest in your spot. Not only is this LA event happening, there are events happening internationally actually, or at least nationally, I think internationally. I think there's something going on in the UK too for Julian Assange. More awareness. You know, Julian's father and his brother, John Shipton and Gabriel Shipton, just finished their tour of the U.S., promoting pro-Julian Assange, making people aware of Julian Assange. Because, it's been like 13 years he's been in 13 years he's been fucking chased and fucking imprisoned, solitary confinement. That's the word I was looking for. Solitary confinement. So it's pretty crazy. So at least we get one. At least you get one, and then other people are like, "Who's Julian Assange?" And then they might Google them and shit. So that's the effects we can have when we protest something, and you have a clear message, And anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. You can do it. And it does take a little courage to get up on a megaphone and talk and stuff and speak your word. But anybody can do it.
That was good.
The
awesome.
Fearless glory.
Exactly. Fearless. Fearless.
All right, we'll have to come back up here and put out this story.
With more people this time.
Don't let me start talking. I would admit, I have some people.
I'm just trying to really. Well, that's what I do, though. I'm a little bit. Why do you think I'm so sensitive?
A little bit of mass.
Why do you think I'm so sensitive? You're like, this dude is a little. And they don't even realize. I'm pulling back a lot. I'm pulling back. I'm pulling punches.
These straight going
Let's cross this way.
Multiplication.
So getting back over to Echo Park, where the event is.
Data on what the billionaires made over the last 13 months.
Oh, and now we're just
I
going
try not to
across.
look at it because when I remember it and they remind me of these figures. Because I've been studying it for so long, and I remember, what was it, maybe 15 years ago when I first realized like most of them weren't paying taxes. I was like, how is this just a one-time, once-off? And then I started realizing, no, this is the modus operandi. You know, this is how it works. And so at that point,
thank you, Uranus. That's where Julian Assange sticker should be. Instead of blaming Uranus.
yeah, it's funny. Like, Glory, I did a healthcare video. That healthcare video was one of my videos where it started to go up. It was at about 10,000 views.
Nice.
And then all of a sudden, I started getting banned to all these countries.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
All of a sudden, I was like, I didn't even really say anything controversial.
That's crazy.
On the way right here.
I was banned in Germany, Amsterdam, and somewhere else too.
Amsterdam, yo, walk on. Like what? Amsterdam.
I don't know what I
So yeah, if you don't know, the defense at Echo Park is here because they're like super policing the area to prevent another houseless community from building, really. But yeah, they have the fence around. It's kind of crazy. How's it going? Back over to the event.
Well, glad you enjoyed it.
We're back.
Delicious. They had an ungio there. Who else just arrived? Noah arrived. They arrived over there.
She's going to Sam Tripoli's show.
I know of Sam Tripoli.
He's got a huge like conspiracy.
All right. So we are back. Put the camera down for a little bit.
Yeah, but there's a couple of them.
He's going to be running comedy for this Rokfin.
I said we chant down Babylon. Black people are the bomb. We ready. Hey, fuck our city.
Everybody on here.
Well, that's Niko.
Oh, that you started it?
That's Niko saying no. You guys do this. then just recently, comment. And that was all him too, like going hard, like
He was in the beginning.
yeah. No, dude, he gets shit on by a lot of people because he's a after Bernie Sanders got cheated in 2016.
Yeah, he's open-minded.
I'll get it. You want me to run money?
He owns the, or not owns, yeah, I guess he owns the,
He's done here. The closure was done here.
Sycamore Tavern. No, it's in Hollywood.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never actually
They didn't want it. They said, just keep the money there. You had
I need to talk to people in Santa Cruz and DNA's Comedy Lab because I want to podcast with them. Not for nobody's very funny. I did comedy about 20 years ago for a little bit, but then life got in the way. And so it's called slow news.
yeah, I can take care of it.
Likes to defund the Pentagon, okay.
Get your defund the Pentagon shirt for on the Convo Couch store. Use code Fuck Biden Fuck Trump for 15% off.
Yes, sir.
This is an exclusive one. No one's got the red one.
Yeah.
It's Johnny
you know
exclusive.
what else is the exclusive one? The black one, which only your gallery tier has.
Glory.
Oh, and also I see people commenting on the fence.
Yeah, I was telling them about the fence. Basically, they're trying to be like super authoritative by fencing off the thing because they don't want the house. They don't want another houseless community being built. Basically.
Yeah. Which I mean,
it's ridiculous.
Is gross. And
Yeah,
also,
because who can enjoy the park when there's all this shit? There's all this construction. I mean, it's a nice day out. The people here matter, but the fence, right? Fence is ridiculous.
Well, yeah, like y'all gotta walk 200 feet to the nearest entrance.
And they got the popo on every corner.
Yeah, they had the park rangers coming around with the horses, like pomp his asses.
This is your new America.
Yeah, well, and I mean also to comment on the fence again. When they first fenced it up, they put like it wasn't the see-through fence. It was like the black tarp fence. I forgot the official term for it, but like the one that you couldn't see through because they didn't want people to see over the park. Like when I came here the day after everyone got arrested, I had to stand because I got a decent reach, so I had to put my camera over the fence to film what was going on with that suite. So they don't want people to see what happens. That's why this case is so important, because we need to be able to hold those at the top accountable. We need to be able
to expose war crimes.
Yeah.
Expose war crimes.
Yeah.
That should be legal.
Okay. Johnny, how are you? Good to see you.
Is it unmuted?
Let me see. Unmute. So check. Is there audio now?
I said audio. There we go. Okay, there we go. Steve Cutler says there it is. Yeah, no.
Okay, yeah. So good. YouTube, the phone knew that we couldn't talk about it. So I was just showing that shirt, and I was just saying that these are the type of fans we have. They're amazing.
No justice, no peace!
So the dog was chasing the ducks. That was interesting.
We got some of it.
I hate to do it, but I'm taking my time with me. It's going
Okay, that's okay.
That's all good.
Yeah.
Oh, you're out?
Yeah, we gotta go to Ranch Cucamonga.
Oh, that's a far drive.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna show the camera the sign one more time. Could you free Assange? What does it say? Free Assange.
It says fuck the war pigs. Or should
Yeah,
say.
free Assange. Don't let the war pigs win. What about the other side, Johnny sign? Yeah, USA can't handle the truth. And then it says Jesus loves Wikileaks. Yes.
Happy birthday, Julian!
Jesus loves Wikileaks.
Thank you so much. Oh, not a problem.
Yeah, beautiful sign.
You'll see it at the next one.
Yes.
I forgot that there's I didn't even notice they were here.
And the chalk art that I put on earlier, there were people that were like, is that copyright?
Yeah, a little bit. Especially this song. Let's turn audio off for a second.
Copyright.
It's hilarious though. So it's this guy playing the Whoop'em Gangnam Style on this speaker. I almost want to. Where's Pasta? He does the Whoop'em Gangnam Style.
Pasta! That's what I typically do. I come to events, I recklessly blow my voice out,
Okay,
and
audio's
then
back on.
take a break.
Where have you been?
I live in Santa Cruz.
Demanding justice.
I mean, the point is I pour a lot of it into it, so people can
Get something out of it.
Getting ready to move to Southern people.
For real.
I have a buddy who's got like 80 acres up there, and he's going to give me 5 if I become his builder on a number of projects. So it's not so bad. Yeah, we're doing that. He's got water that runs almost year round. When I was up there last year, we were down digging out the creek floor. I actually got 3 water collection units, and then an additional 150,000 gallons
go to the street corner and let people do the protest too.
I've been following Niko doing her presentation.
that I saw a bunch of videos of, and I was able to do it like little proof of concepts where you take an old washing machine.
In case of y'all can't tell, Pasta's the one with the bucket hat.
And you can charge a battery bank off of that and run everything in like standard 3-bedroom house. So
Just bring it out here as much as you can, but it's
Yeah, guys, we turned off the audio again because copyrighted music.
Unless you're trying to like run 40 massive
Yeah, I was just saying. I was gonna get him a burger. So.
Yeah, we can't do copyrighted music. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, it's not a good thing. Part of me was like,
yeah, no, in case if you guys are wondering, we turn off the audio when the music comes on because copyright issues. So, yeah, I hope y'all don't mind. Don't worry, my speeches isn't copyrighted. Our speeches don't get copyrighted. Alright, I think we're about to get together and start doing stuff. Can do some shout outs. Lucky Burrito was good. Karen was good. Lawrence Johnson, hey. Who's Yellow Brick Road?
Never heard of it.
Yeah. Yellow Brick Road, okay.
Hey.
Mimi was good. A-Ram, hello. DC, Niko P. Sun Green. I See You was good. And Mariana. John to Emily. Cat Terrell. Steve Cutler. Miguel.
Hey, thanks again for the flyers, Steve Cutler, and all of your graphic design. In fact, if you're watching and you haven't seen Steve Cutler's designs, Steve, drop your website or whatever in the thing so people can do their drop links to your shit, because it's phenomenal. And people should pay you money for that. And I do want to talk to you about doing posters, because we've had multiple requests.
Lucky Burrito and Steve Cutler are in chat and they hear you.
Yeah. You're goddamn right they do, Glory Jones.
Meanwhile, in Venice, Steve, I didn't have to bring my shit after all, but hey, you know, it's because I didn't. You got that's better than mine.
That's hilarious.
I love that kind of thing. Not for technically, but for, which is when I have to run. But as a PA, fuck that.
Dude, that PA is freaking loud as hell.
Yeah, I know. They're crazy. Yeah, I need that one. I know. I like that one.
I'm taking the breeze.
They're really cheap too, some of them. But you got to be careful. You're better off always getting the better quality as you find out. My roommate has these little like Bluetooth speakers he gets, and he gets a new one like every 6 months. I told him, dude, just get a fucking JBL one on sale at a lot on fucking Amazon or whatever. And you know, the bill, these cost $20.
Thank you. Wait.
Yeah, but you bought 6.
Here all night.
Right. It's like buying a fork at the 99-cent store or buying a $5 fork. You're gonna go over.
I know it's definitely not vegan, but
I had a burger.
So what's the game plan here?
So let's crank up a megaphone and start talking. Me or you, Jones? You're warmed up. You should go first.
Try marching.
Yeah, I mean, even if we just do what we did last time where we go out to that market.
Yeah, maybe.
How long have I been talking?
You can go on that bridge.
Marcus, how long have you been talking?
Oh, and interrupt the wedding photos?
Yes.
That'd be fucking awesome.
If I ruin your day.
That's what I thought Glory was with the bullhorn. I thought you were the wedding.
I want Glory. I want to see Glory in that fucking quinceañera dress.
Why?
Because it's hilarious.
No. Haven't even worn it.
Have you not figured out that ridiculous shit entertains me? I'm bummed that I don't have my Defund the Pentagon shirt on, because me and Johnny Buttons could be twinsies.
Oh yeah, I forgot you have a red one.
I have the exact same color.
Damn it. That's not exclusive.
Get your Defund the Pentagon shirt.
At the Combo Couch, that store.
Convo Couch dot store.
Hey, who was it that tried to levitate? Was it Allen Ginsberg or something? That's the best. Take a picture? Sure. Mr. Steve here. For me, it's a guarantee.
Ready? One more.
Right on.
Johnny Button.
Ready? Here we go. I always take these photos. The tripod. Do you have one of these, Steve? They're great.
Oh yeah, no, those are gonna be.
This is a little bit out of it, right? I had somebody from Communal reach out to me about doing an interview. They were like, bring it on. Well, right after everyone's like, that's a
Alright, do you want to get big megaphone and start?
Yeah! Big megaphone.
I was like, and then one of the other people reached out to me, somebody I knew that I went to high school with. Actually, she was like, so I was like, when they told me that, I was like, I'll reach out to some people, I will forward the information that you're giving me, you know, phone numbers of the I feel like this needs to be going
I know, I'm walking away so I don't hear.
I don't want it to go on the line.
You scare the ducks.
I want to get out there to the community. I'm here at the beginning. Hey, let me reach out to some actual journalists. And so, I don't have your email. Yeah. Because when I first seen this stuff, I was like, this is insane. And I was like, it's been eating on me. I'm like, I can't just like come up with the
Turn it up. Turn it up.
I'm in testing.
I'm in testing. Yes.
Where do we want? Do you want to go straight here?
Fired up.
So who
Other way?
Who figured all this out?
Because Johnny told me this way.
Like, arrange all this.
Testing. Brace yourselves, because I'm about to yell. Okay! What's good, everyone? Thank you for coming to our celebration of Julian Assange's 50th birthday. Really appreciate everyone that came out here. Hope you're having a good time honoring Julian through food, through good times, through protest. And we're just gonna say a couple words here, and then we might go to the park and disrupt some stuff there, because that's what a protest is about. And then obviously we have the cake, which we beautifully remodeled to properly honor Julian. And yeah, I'm not gonna be the first speech, so I just wanted to get y'all's attention, but I am going to call up my man, CEO of Scoop Gang, Steve Poikinen, who helped organize and has been working his ass off these past couple weeks to get this story out. So yeah, I'm gonna call him up. He's gonna say a couple words, and then a couple of us are gonna say a couple words, and then we're gonna raise some help.
Too much crap in my hands.
Hey everyone.
So I actually wrote some stuff this time. I don't normally do that, but I was stuck on an airplane, which is something that I've found myself being stuck on a lot lately. In the last 10 days, I've been to Denver and DC and more. You can't. Okay, all right. Sorry about that, Ian. I apologize. I've been all over the damn country in the last week and a half, along with John Shipton and Gabriel Shipton, Julian Assange's father and brother. We have, it's weird. Watching two Australians explain how the First Amendment works to Americans is just about cartoonish enough for me. It is. It's emblematic of where we are right now. I do not, God damn it. I don't normally celebrate my own birthday. I don't. It's a weird thing. I'm pretty good at helping other people celebrate theirs. Decent at, getting people together for a party. I do not do this a lot, so this is why I don't write shit. How the hell are we supposed to celebrate when the guest of honor right now sits in solitary confinement, a decade into his illegal and arbitrary detention for the crime of extraordinary journalism? How do you do that? I'd rather, I guess, instead of thinking of this in terms of a celebration, I want you to think of it as the loudest possible call to action that you've heard this year. Because if there's one thing that's become clear over the decade, Julian Assange has been a target and victim of the United States' war on reality and truth. It is that we are all Assange. So say that. We are all Assange. A little bit louder. There you go. 2 years ago, Action for Assange came around because there was no one, and I'll repeat that, there was nobody on the ground in the United States dedicated to standing on the side of Wikileaks, Julian Assange, and the truth. Fuck that feedback in particular. We know why. Take any issue under the sun, and I don't care what it is, it can be made political and therefore divisive. In the case of Julian Assange, the truth and the unwavering dedication to the proliferation of the truth is why this man still sits in solitary, even though he won his extradition case. Even though the star witness against him admitted to falsifying his testimony in exchange for immunity. Even though, God damn it, people calling me right in the middle of this. Even though, thanks to a Spanish court, we know Julian's legal rights under international law were violated for years by the firm hired to provide security at the Ecuadorian embassy, working 2 jobs for 2 paymasters, the second being the CIA. We know this because David Morales, the founder of UC Global, is now in a Spanish jail after being caught trying to flee the country because of what he agreed to do, because of the specific devil he chose to get paid from. About out of my notes here. Here we go. Let's see. I'm gonna scrap this now. So here's where we are in the moment. Here's where we are. The case against Julian Assange has crumbled. The United States Department of Justice has been handed a giant dead fish in this indictment because the testimony that they're relying on is false. And we know this because the person who gave the testimony said it was false. This man
Sigurdur Thordarson, Sigi. He is a convicted pedophile. He is a certified sociopath. He was convicted of embezzling. He was convicted of impersonating Julian Assange. And this is the man that the Department of Justice relied upon for expert testimony. This is insanity. But this man, Sigi, in an interview in an Icelandic magazine, confessed to falsifying his testimony, confessed to committing more crimes under immunity from the United States Department of Justice. The United States Department of Justice is perfectly fine allowing a convicted pedophile to run free and commit more crimes as long as it means they can lock up a journalist and publisher for printing the truth. This is insane. At no point in a normal world would a case so heavily built on a mountain of bullshit, no way would that stand. Daniel Ellsberg's case in the Pentagon Papers was thrown out of court because Ellsberg's psychiatrist's office was broken into in order to obtain information about him. Julian Assange had every conversation with his attorneys spied on and directly sent to a server that the CIA owned in real time. And yet this case continues. I never seen in my entire life I guess kangaroo prosecution start to finish. It's fucking nuts. I don't want to linger too long up here. I know that there are some people who are dying to get up here and say some stuff. I want to remind everyone that tomorrow we're supposed to be, according to the marketing, celebrating the independence of a country from tyranny. And we stand here today with the physical embodiment of primary source truth in solitary confinement in Belmarsh Prison in the United Kingdom, where an Australian citizen with a publication registered in Iceland is being held at this point without charges on the behest of the U.S. government. It is a farce of July.
Yeah.
Coming up, Austin?
No, go ahead.
No?
I have to go to the grill.
Okay.
I want to sing happy birthday. Can I leave?
But okay, but I need somebody else to take this fucking thing out of my hand.
Fiorella is here. V's here.
I'll take it. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but yeah.
You should hang out for it.
Free Julian Assange.
Free Assange! Free Assange!
Free Julian Assange.
Free Assange! Ooh, nice little miss.
What was the initial charges?
Did that just happen?
Pardon?
What were his initial charges?
I literally just grabbed this.
So that's kind of complicated. But short run, he's got 17 charges under the Espionage Act of 1917 and a charge under the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act of 1986, which Congress wrote. This is the law that governs how we're supposed to behave on the internet. It polices the entire internet. This law was written because Congress got freaked out because the movie War Games spooked them, so they decided to turn their fear from a movie into the legislation that determines how we're supposed to act on the internet. That's a real thing that happened.
The government sucks. That's what I got out of this.
Good eye.
Should work.
Unless you put it in backwards. Use the black one.
Yeah, where's the black one? Can we get another speaker?
Let's go grab a different megaphone. I'm gonna go talk to these kids. Go grab the other megaphone. Huh?
You wore the megaphone out?
No, he fucked it up.
I literally grab it and the whole thing falls apart.
Everything she touches breaks. You don't know.
That's why I will dismantle the...
Luckily, I know this one is working because I blew my voice out on it a couple minutes ago. Here you go.
Thank you. Alright, guys. Alright, in a few minutes we're going to have a couple other speakers arriving. But I just wanted to really talk about why Julian Assange is important, because to a lot of people, the issue of press freedoms is a very alien issue. It's not an issue that you see before you. It's not an issue that is to your mind as an immediate concern. Most people right here in this city are worried about what they're gonna do to put food on the table. Most people cannot afford their rent. We are now occupying a space where police pushed out unhoused people who were creating a community here. They were creating this community and they were pretty much helping themselves and relying on mutual aid because the government refused to help them. And we all know, because we live here, that the homelessness crisis has become a complete and total exacerbated pandemic. That's the real pandemic, poverty. Poverty and what's going on right now in our country. You would think something as like the coronavirus would have caused our government to provide for the American people. But instead, you have advertisements from the Joe Biden administration gloating about how they're saving you 16 cents for today's 4th of July and tomorrow's 4th of July celebrations. They're mocking you. They have done nothing for you. Our government is not only one of the most corrupt military regimes in the world, if not the most corrupt, but it is also corrupt to its own people. The working class does not benefit from the U.S. war crimes committed in our name. The working class sees none of that. Not that it makes it any better, but just so you know, you don't see any gains from it when we blow people up, when we supply weapons to Israel so they can continue bombing Palestinians at will every single day. Just because it's not on the front page news now doesn't mean it's not happening. The U.S. government goes around the world cooing, overthrowing democratically elected leaders, then has the audacity to blame China and Russia for all of their problems. The U.S. government is a mockery. It is a joke. And right now, the people need to understand that this is why, more than ever, free speech and press freedoms are so important. Julian Assange represents you, me, and everybody. If he cannot freely expose U.S. war crimes, not only are journalists in trouble, not only are us, the people who are trying to tell the truth, in trouble, but every single American is now at risk. We have seen the intentions of the Joe Biden administration to continue this fascistic overtake of our country via DVEs, domestic violent extremists. The Biden administration and the entire establishment of both Republicans and Democrats are pushing people to become informants for the government for simply being an activist, for simply saying you want to stand against animal cruelty, for simply saying that you are against the state of capitalism, for simply saying that you are a socialist, for simply saying you're a communist. And guess what? This affects everybody on the left and the right. Yes. The issue of Julian Assange is a nonpartisan issue. It is an American issue. It is an international issue. The United States government wants to establish international jurisdiction over the free press. What's that? That is absolutely unacceptable. We want to treat the press like we treat the rest of the world, like we go policing other governments around the world. Why do most Americans not vote? Because they don't trust our election system, and rightfully so. We don't have fair elections in this country. We don't have a real say. We don't live in a democracy. We live in an oligarchy with the illusions of a two-party system that doesn't really exist. Trump and Biden and their families all hang out. They go to the same parties. Their kids go to the same schools. If you think that one of these politicians gives a shit about you, you're wrong. It's man. And guess what? He's not one man. We are all Julian Assange. And the reason for that is because if they make an example out of Assange, they extradite him and put him in a trial. That's already we've already had a kangaroo court. If he gets put in a trial where we're not going to have access to really report how this is being done and what's happening, every single one of you is at risk. Every single person here filming, every single person out there protesting, whether you're protesting for Black lives, whether you're protesting for the housing crisis, whether you're demanding your politicians stop taking corporate money, whether you're protesting for not wearing a mask. I don't really care for what you protest for, but you have the right to goddamn protest for whatever it is you want. And Julian Assange is teaching us that if we tell the truth and we stop the propaganda, then we are a threat to the status quo, to the establishment, and we cannot let that continue. So thank you for being here, and thank you for being here for Julian and for talking about him. Talk to people about him, people who may not know. Do what Steve was doing just now, because a lot of people are uneducated on this issue, and that's how we change minds. We educate people. And one thing that I want to leave everyone with is that Julian's brother and dad were here, John and Gabriel Shipton, and one of the things they said was that Julian Assange unites us across all parties, ideologies, because free speech doesn't matter what you believe in. I may disagree with you, but we will battle it out in front of a public square. We can battle it out on the internet, but we can't have that when the internet is censoring us, when politicians are telling you that you are going to go to jail for simply protesting, and for the police state we live in, from the very top of the national security state to the police here right now, monitoring everything we're doing for simply having something to say. So thank you very much.
How's everyone doing? Awesome. So you heard why Independence Day isn't necessarily what people think it is. So I want to let you know about an event that's happening tomorrow. It's called the Farce of July. That's the actual name of the event. It's a conference that's been taking place for many years. It's free, it's fun, it's family friendly. What? Oh, okay. So I'm here to tell you about an event that's happening tomorrow. It's called the Farce of July. It's free, it's fun, it's family friendly, and it's Indigenous run. It's going to be a concert in downtown LA at the Temple Street pedestrian bridge between Main Street and Los Angeles Street, right behind City Hall, from 3:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. tomorrow. Feel free to show up. It'll be good times. Take care. Anyone else want to come up?
Glory.
I got a couple of songs. I'm not sure if my turn.
I'm not done. I want to do it. I know what we're talking about for freedom. Yeah.
That's exactly what we're talking about.
Serenity.
I feel like this is for him.
Alright. So I have a couple of announcements to make. After our speeches here, we're gonna have some cake, and then while we're having some cake or after we have some cake, we're gonna go around the park and make some noise in there since there's plenty of people wandering around, and we're getting a pretty good reception of people that want to know what's up. So I appreciate that. In the meantime, I'm gonna fucking rant. So the significance of seeing these fences here at Echo Park was that me, Johnny, Foss, and a couple others saw them first come up when they were kicking out the Echo Park homeless encampment, who was becoming self-sufficient to the point where they built their own restrooms, had their own shower, had a community garden, and a kitchen. So in the process of sweeping that whole encampment, they put up these fences. Except you could not see through the fences as you can with these. It's already asinine to think that they put up fences around a public park, but we couldn't even see past the original ones they had up. I had to stand on my toes and put my phone over my fence to film the sweep that was happening because they did not want people to see what was happening. They did not want this country or anywhere around here to know what was happening within these fences. They don't want you to know the truth because the truth and knowledge will set you free. Once you have the awareness and the self-awareness that you're oppressed, that you're enslaved by the system, then you can begin to take steps to overthrow those who put the shackles on you to begin with. And to do that, we need to free the truth. We need to make sure we can spread the truth. We need to make sure that we can share and publish and engage in source protection of any sort of material that challenges the empire's narrative. Because right now, we live in a place where propaganda has a stranglehold over so many people. We live in the most propagandized country. We don't live in a democracy, we live in an oligarchy. It's as Malcolm X said, we don't know the United States of America, we know the United States of hypocrisy. But we don't know that yet because we're so propagandized. And part of taking steps to solve issues so near and dear to our heart is exactly what Julian Assange did with Wikileaks. It's exactly what David McBride did, exposing Australian war crimes. It's exactly what Ed Snowden did, exposing NSA spying. It's exactly what Commander X did, and raising hell for causes all over the place, like the homeless in Santa Cruz, all the way to people in Ferguson, and then all the way to Palestinians in Gaza, where he helped people set up literal streams to see bombings happening in Gaza. And where is Commander X now? He's been renditioned to a prison, to Santa Rita jail, despite having asylum. And why does that connect back to this case? Because it was Julian Assange's own asylum which was violated too. We forget just how asinine this case is. We forget that they dragged a man outside of the Ecuadorian embassy despite his asylum, after being psychologically tortured and targeted. Now, he's in Belmarsh celebrating his 50th birthday in prison. Imagine that. Imagine being locked away for so long. Imagine how, despite Julian Assange's imprisonment has gone on for so long, it still dwarfs that of other political prisoners, of the original Black Panthers, of people like Leonard Peltier. Imagine! Where is the solidarity for our political prisoners? Where is the need to secure some self-agency? Where is the need to fight, to take up our duty to fight for our freedom?
I hope that people would take up some sort of action to free Julian Assange. And yet here we stand wondering how more this case can get compromised. A certified nonce forms a major part of the testimony against Assange. Okay? People from the CIA's favorite actors foundation, the Clooney Foundation, are a part of his legal team. How much more compromise can this case get before we take it into our hands? Because it's time, it's beyond time. I don't know how many more times I have to give the same speech. I want Julian free. I want them all free. Like, you know, we try not to look up to people because in the end, they always kill our heroes. That's how COINTELPRO works. It revealed that they don't want a black messiah, so that's how Fred Hampton and MLK got killed. We know they want to take away our heroes, but let's be real, we do look up to these people like Julian Assange and Leonard Peltier and Mumia and all these people persecuted by this wretched fucking system. So let's have some solidarity for them, please, and begin to actually take back our rights. It's time! And I don't know how many more times I'm gonna have to say this, but I will keep fucking saying this hasta siempre! So let's fucking go! Let's do this! Let's free Julian Assange! Happy birthday, Julian! If you ever get around to watching this, I really look up to you. So, happy birthday, and thanks everyone for coming. Who else wants to come up? Marcus. Oh, sorry.
New kid.
What's
What's up, new kid?
Woo! Okay, I have a prayer for everyone and him. Okay. That's Zoe. Okay, my name's Zoe, by the way. Okay.
Hi, Zoe.
Hi. It says, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Living one day at a time, enjoying one moment at a time, and accepting hardships as the pathway to peace. Taking as he did this sinful world as it is not as I would have it, trusting that he will make all things right if I surrender to his will, so that I may be reasonably happy in this life and supremely happy with him, forever and ever in the next. Amen. Amen.
Yes, Dore! Thanks, new kid. Marcus!
Hello, everybody. I know some of you guys know me, some of you don't know me. For those who don't know me, I'm Marcus Cage. My good buddy Steve, he's been doing this justice for Julian and pushing for freedom for Julian Assange and for whistleblowers and those who want to speak out against what this imperialist nation does. And let's do a little bit of history on revolutionaries.
Thank you, guys.
Let's go all the way back. The man Jesus Christ, that was a revolutionary who was attacked and slaughtered. Let's go after that into the Greek periods. Let's go through Plato and Socrates. They were forced under, these different trials also. What happened to Socrates? They forced him to drink a poison. What happened to Plato? He got forced out of his land. What happened for the next couple of centuries to any revolutionary who wanted to step up? You got forced out of your land, persecuted, or removed. Now, let's skip a little bit further. You have Michael Collins in Ireland, who's fighting. What happened to him? Think about William Wallace. What happened to him? Civil rights leaders. What happened to them? Now, Glory brought up Fred Hampton, and there's a movie out today, The Black Messiah. You guys can go and see the story. But many talked about his story, and it was ignored for a long time, along with the rest of the Panthers, as COINTELPRO ran through our neighborhoods and attacked us. Now, we talk about oppression. I come from indigenous to this country's background, indigenous to America, indigenous to Puerto Rico, indigenous to so many people groups that have been persecuted by this system. My people have had our land stolen multiple times, forcibly removed. And now we've gotten to this kumbaya society where they try to tell us nothing is going on when we see, hey, there's no more oppression going on. Everybody just love everybody. But we can see this oppression going on. We can see how anybody who wants to try to speak the truth is silenced and censored. I know, I see that passion which Glory had, and you can see she's to that point where she's ready to explode. And a lot of us are. Don't get to that point where you feel like it's the last option. I want to reframe that narrative. Look at what they did to the other revolutionaries. They had to kill them. They were allowed to kill them in the most brutal possible ways and bring out pits of people to stand there and watch it. Now, they got to try to do it through their kangaroo courts. So at least we've gotten that far to put that much pressure on them. But I'm not saying be happy with that. Not by a long shot. We have to keep pushing because like Glory was saying about what they did when they pushed their homelessness out of this park, they put up barricades so you couldn't see it because that is what they fear. When you show their shame, you have to show their shame and not be afraid to always put them on blast. We don't have to fire a single shot, ball up a single fist and do anything violent. What scares them and what's violent to them is the truth. And we should always expose them and never, ever, ever give them the benefit of the doubt or let them escape. Thank you all.
He doesn't know who I am. I know.
So, here in a moment, Ungi over here is going to play a song that he wrote. I do want to take a moment to say something that I've said in a number of states now at a number of these events. And that is, it is vital that each and every one who can hear my voice support Julian Assange and Wikileaks, not because you necessarily know, care, or like either Wikileaks or Julian Assange, but because all activism, all of it, no matter what it is you advocate for, all of it hinges on our ability as activists to communicate our message to people who haven't heard it. If the United States is allowed to gain international jurisdiction over the press, if the United States is allowed to criminalize investigative journalism under the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act, which Congress wrote because War Games, the movie, scared them. Real shit, Congress passed the legislation that governs how all of us have to behave on the internet because a movie made them nervous. Hack the planet. It is beyond ridiculous that anyone listening, anyone out there, you guys, live stream, if you're not actively engaged in supporting the man Julian Assange, the establishment Wikileaks, and if you're not actively resisting the United States Justice Department's 100% takeover of journalism as an institution globally, now is the time. We're gonna go over to Ungi over here because he came to party. Free Julian Assange.
Hold on, last second.
Alright, real quick, y'all, because we are here to be dissidents, I want to do a quick call and response before getting to Ungi's amazing song while he's setting up here. So, when I say there's only one decision, you guys say
no extradition.
Okay, so we're going to try that. And I hope y'all are listening, and I hope y'all are going to repeat after me.
So how the hell are we doing this?
Well, I could. I got two songs possibly. Well, one is "Give
No, I
Free
mean
Speech."
for sound and shit.
Well,
Yeah.
let's see if they can hear me without the bullhorn. Can you guys hear me without the bullhorn?
Yeah, guitar. Guitar you can hear.
I hope there's justice coming. This nightmare has to end. That man has told the truth to us time and time again. But he's stuck in Belmarsh prison. And that is just so wrong.
Let's roll! Woo!
But just like Glory Jones here, we got to keep our voices strong. So much to say about him, I don't know where to start. But no, if not for Wikileaks, we'd still be in the dark about all those awful war crimes where innocent people died in vain. When truth tellers are in prison, it's just a dirty, rotten shame. Glory helped me write this one. When he was just a young boy, his mother told him, son, an internet connection is more powerful than a gun. He cranked up his Hewlett Packard and he got himself online. And he set up exposing every pedophile he could find. We get up in the morning, we do the things we do, but it's time to raise our voices now and this time follow through. Cause you know, they know, we know, if he stays in there he will die. Oh yeah, we have it in our power, but that we really gotta try. One more verse. So Joey, here's your big chance to have a legacy. Your chance to do the right thing. Hey, even Sarah Palin agrees. You've done the right thing. Now really is the time. So grab that pardon document and sign it on the dotted line. Come on, Joey. Why don't you grab that pardon document and sign it on the dotted line? Why don't we do Give Peace a chance? Alright. So, Pasta calls me up like a day ago and says, bring your guitar, we're going to do Give Peace a chance at the rally. So first of all, will you guys sing along with me on this one? You know the Lennon song, all we are saying? Yeah, okay. Yes. So, we're going to do it a little bit different. Instead of Give Peace a chance, it's Give Free Speech a chance. Gotcha. And I had like one day to come up with words. Nice. Which I didn't do. But in the car on the way here, I made up some verses. So let's hear the voices first. All we are saying, come on. Sing it. Give free peace a chance. Free speech a chance. Sorry. All we are saying. Give free speech a chance. Alright, that's the chorus. So let's see if you guys will come in with me. Everybody's talking about QAnon, Blueanon, Meanon, Unon, coronavirus, Fluanon. Take the shot or do not. No one really knows what's what. All we are saying. Give free speech a chance. All we are saying. Give free speech a chance. Everybody's talking about greedy, seedy media. Everybody's talking about greedy, seedy media, the whole encyclopedia, war machine, under scene. Hey, TYT said, I'm gonna do this one again. Everybody's talking about greedy, seedy media, the whole encyclopedia, sight unseen, the war machine, got TYT to join their team. All we are saying, give free speech a chance. I just made up the song, it's not done memorized yet. All we are saying, Give free speech a chance. All right, one last verse. Everybody's talking about Johnny Fiorella, Johnny Pasta, California Rasta, Poisoning and Glory, say the Salona story. They censored all of you, but we saved 16 cents on this barbecue. All we are saying. Come on, let's hear it. Give free speech a chance and free press too. All we are saying. We're saying no extradition. Give free speech a chance. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you, Anye. Alright, next we got...
Okay, we're singing happy birthday.
Alright, y'all. I would like everybody to make their way over to the middle table here where we have a beautifully scuffed Julian Assange cake. And we're going to sing him a happy birthday and have some cake.
All right, everybody. It's Julian's birthday. I really don't have much to say today. I came out here to cook. I really wanted to do this. I want to thank everybody for coming on out. Slow News Day, Action for Assange, Jimmy, Jennifer Jaja, all the activists, all these people coming out. Another worldview possible. I love you guys all for doing this. I really wanted to have a day where we showed some love to Julian. 50 years old today, in prison. And we're just going to sing happy birthday from the lovely cake that was redecorated by Diana. Thank you very much. And who? And Glory. Sorry, yeah. American flag's a little bit messed up. But let's just join in. Let's make sure Julian hears this, because one of my favorite sayings from Julian is if wars can be started with lies, then peace can be started with the truth. So let's do it here. On the count of 3, happy birthday to Julian. I want him to hear it all the way in Belmarsh. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Julian. Happy birthday to you. Woo! Let me hear you say free Assange! Free Assange! Say free Assange! Free Assange! I love you all. Thank you so much for coming on out. Now I'm going to cut some cake.
Thank you, Pastor.
Take that with you.
Awesome. You gave it a free.
You're not allowed to eat that cake.
You got it very close to the real
Authoritarian.
side.
Oh yeah, no.
Maybe the strawberry needs to go look for
I can't make nobody.
So I gotta turn the mic off because he's playing fucking. Thank you, Noah. He's playing copyright music, so I'm gonna turn the mic off for a little bit, but you can watch still. Okay, audio's back on because the guy kind of left, so.
That's all they had. They had to rely on it.
Guys, get a burger, piece of cake. And there's forks over there.
He was right up above
Johnny, should we offer 12 cakes?
Oh, God.
I love your and your energy. So
Here's the thing with most people.
Yeah. You're not going.
I hate them more than anybody. I would rather be around atheists than other religious people. Anymore people having kids together.
They're not letting me find myself.
Oh, it's gonna
No.
Hey, Johnny. How are you, man? Good to see you. I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I know.
Yes.
Doesn't it aggravate you when you guys on that?
The studio is opened up again. If you guys are interested, I can book some time.
See what they do with mine.
I can see if we get all 4 of us at the table.
Is like maybe the 10th video, and then you know where you get to the part where you can click on the actual channel or subscribe. That part is like, that shit is like 7-8 pages down.
I'm going to look into the next month. Sometime in the next 30 days.
Yeah, I mean,
but it might be September because
I'm just like,
might take vacation.
Click on whatever
An actual real
you
vacation.
see of it, then you get to my channel.
Yeah, I know. And I need to see my mom.
No, for sure. Thanks for coming out, brother. I mean,
It's almost, it's hard for me to react to Biden because I know there's nothing positive about the man. It's not me.
I love the show.
And then there's obnoxious neighbors having a loud party, right?
Oh yeah, I listened to
that one surprisingly stopped a lot of to be like 60 minutes. And then people give me a bias.
My shit is weird. I literally used to see some of my videos like what has 8 views. And then I got this next one after it. 670 then 20 views.
Like masks everywhere is 418 views. I took it on my phone on the way from the protest where I saw like 6 masks in a row, and I just took a video of it, like 18 seconds. Is that how long? 50 seconds. 50 seconds. Put a stupid YouTube song over it to go over my commentary, which I didn't like, and then it got like 418 views. And I'm like, why? The thing after it, 11 views.
I'm glad they played the game.
My videos are all through which I want people to watch the most. It's one of my lowest videos.
We've been trying to get us into the biggest videos. We've been trying to do
I'm like, this is the main message. You can say, all right, pick one video you want anybody to see. That's one of my lowest ones.
Well, luckily my Wall Street is pretty good. For me, that's good. And then I have Beyond Burger. Tasting Beyond Burger. My friend who used to do my podcast.
I'm telling you, after they saw me hit, it was like 50 for a while, then it was like 150, then 300, and then I hit that one where it was just going up, it's like 11,000. After that, my videos went all the way down all of a sudden. I couldn't get anything over like 20 views for like 6 months. And then it's, people were starting to
Nice to see you again. How you doing?
Adios, gentlemen.
take care.
Hi, Steph.
It's funny, every time I'm on Franco's show, you pop into the chat.
I'll always get I'm going to do Franco's show, I think next week or the next one.
Cool. I'll make sure to hit him up.
Sorry what happened, Zelensky and
very
things.
unfortunate.
We're still with you. I'm always watching your show all the time. I think you're the one that's the most straightforward. It's the way voice that I've been looking for.
You know, I'm not trying to make friends with journalism. I don't give a shit. I have all my comedy friends. And that's the problem. All the people in journalism are trying to make friends and stay part of the tribe.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not doing that.
One thing I wanted to say to you, just because we're in person, and I said it like under the video where you probably haven't seen it in a comment, but you have one video where you were talking, a couple of videos where you were talking about Fauci saying like don't wear masks at the beginning. So a lot of people pointed this out, and I'm one of them, that he said that because they were going to implement the mask campaign. The mask propaganda was going to come into play later. It's all part of the lockstep initiative that they have in Sierra's future development or something. But I guess it's a new one. But it's that one, and then there's the Plate exercise from 2018 that's very important to watch because it has all of the people behind the scenes. And they're like all laughing at us and talking about what would happen with a bioweapon, which they mentioned from this hacker group, which releases a virus and then causes mayhem. And they also have the eventual one, which is what's from 2019, October 18th, 2019, from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Oregon. They have all these documents in SPARS pandemic. This is the most recent one that's unearthed. I don't remember what year that was, but it had the vaccines in it. It had a lot of crazy information about that and how the vaccine didn't work, and they had to like do the whole thing over again. They had the propaganda campaign, basically called a propaganda document.
If he's not busy tonight, check out our live stream. We're gonna be talking about
Yeah, it's like insane. It's playing from the get-go. And then there's like Utopia show that watch through that because it's way yeah, with John Cusack.
Look at both of them.
Yeah.
Look at both of them.
There's a 2013 UK version, and then the 2021, which ended right before the discovery of everything.
He plays like
a doctor character who like.
No, he's not the doctor. Remember?
Well, he's a doctor in that.
But he's like more of a CEO. It's a series.
It was on Amazon.
And they literally filmed right before the pandemic.
Yeah,
I
gotta grab you.
Check it out. Thank you for coming. Take care. My gosh.
Good job. Good job.
I had to get everything out. The good work. Bye.
Well, because it's weird when you get on the good side of it. And they're calling it, but it's like, guys, there's gaps. There's gaps. There's gaps in DC that we talk about
and
all
I
the
could have
time.
explained it a little bit better.
Yeah.
But like, I couldn't figure out the word. I'm like, so tired right
Did
now.
everybody eat? Everybody get a burger?
I couldn't do like,
I don't,
he was lying then, he wasn't lying later. He was lying then. But I had to mention the pre-planned pandemic.
Are we still live? Yes. Still streaming live, guys. Thank you for filming in and watching all day today. Been at the grill, Manding. Served about 40 vegan burgers. Got about 10 more left. In case anybody's interested, come on down. Got some times while the coals are still hot. The free Julian Assange. That's what it's all about. The man's birthday. We are all Assange. Look at the old school Assange shirt right there. That's the one right there. That was in the streets when we did. Right there. Look at that Assange shirt.
Look at the shirt.
That's it right there. See that?
40 years old. This is a very, very snazzy shirt, by the way. This is over there, freshly worn here, and
Where'd you get that shirt?
that shirt. Ungie, look over here. Was that shirt? That's the fuck censorship shirt. That was the fuck censorship shirt. Los Angeles March, right there.
Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up now.
Rep. We stay repping.
All right. We'll sign off. Should we sign off?
Yeah, we should sign off. What time is it? Right? You want to sign off?
That's fine with me. What time is it?
It's 3:14.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, we've been going for a while. So what do you think? Man's 50th birthday. Come on in here. Man's 50th birthday.
Oh, I get that photo group.
There you go.
I'll get in with the.
Get on in. Any last words to Julian? want to say anything? Hold in there, my man.
I hope he can watch this one day.
I hope so too.
Me too. I will say this. I had the honor of presenting the WikiLeaks flag that traveled with Action for Assange for 2 years and collected signatures from everyone who wanted to sign it at one of our events to Julian's father. Was that 2 days ago? And it was an incredibly moving experience, and I do hope that Julian is able to see that. The actual flag, I hope it gets hung up in the office or some shit like that. And it was, yeah, I mean, I'm all travel spun and not really together today.
Well, you've been around the goddamn country. Denver to here to there to Cali to DC.
5,500 miles in 10 days plus driving down. Yeah, at any rate,
you time travel.
It has been a very, very, very moving experience in general in the last couple of years being involved in activism of this nature, and it's been a hell of a trip. It really has. So if Julian Assange ever does get to see this, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for Julian.
50th birthday. I got a little choked up when we sang happy birthday.
And look, man, I've had to, not to the extent, but I have spent my birthday incarcerated before, and I have undying empathy for everyone who's incarcerated on a birthday, on a holiday. The idea that Julian has to experience his children through glass or under supervision makes me so fucking full of rage.
Yeah.
It's intolerable.
Julian, if you're hearing this, and also if any freedom fighter out there who's feeling down or isn't incarcerated is listening to this, we love you, and we're fighting for you, because when they go after one of us, they go after all of us.
Absolutely.
There's unity in oppression, so there's going to be unity in the response. Hasta siempre. Love y'all.
It's absolutely wrong that Bill Cosby is released.
And
you're
Julian
still
in Assange is still
Thank
in
you,
jail.
sir.
Well, you know, man, Jesus, I just think about it all the time, dude. It didn't end with Julian Assange. It only just began. Censorship is getting worse. We are all Assange, meaning they silence him and nobody does anything. We didn't raise hell then. It's time to raise hell now, so that you can spend your 51st birthday out in, you know, freedom and enjoy it with your family. Got a chance to meet your father, your brother, and all I can do is send my love to you, Julian. I hope that you are freed sooner than later. The whole fucking case is falling apart. I mean, you heard what Steve said today, what Glory said today. You know, their main witness turned turtle is what Mr. Shipton said. So, Julian, I just want to send my love. I hope that you are freed sooner than later, my man. And thank you so much for everything you've done for us, and you've shown us the way, and we're going to keep it going for you.
Hasta siempre, y'all.
Free Julian Assange.
Bye, guys.
Free Julian
Love
Assange.
y'all.